Assalamualaikum. Hi, I'm Arman Koim Gasing bin Aiman Michael. I study in Sekolah Tahun, Kota Tinggi, Johor. I am 12 years old and I like reading during my free time. I like to spend my time by reading so many types of reading tabs such as comics, storybooks, online stories, and even a movie summary. One of my favorite reading materials that I'd like to share today is a book entitled The Battle of Melaka, written by Nur Zainina Nordin. This book was published by Institut Terjemahan and Buku Malaysia Berhad. What I love the most about this book is it talks about the history of Melaka. I love reading about history. I really enjoy reading the history of Melaka because it feels like I live in the ancient era. I enjoy reading this book because it is full of amazing illustrations which I can see from the characters as well the place and time settings. I am really excited to know the characters in the stories such as Seri Maharaja and Admiral Hang Nadim. I feel like reading about Malay superheroes. First and foremost, I admire the true quality of the main character in this story, which is Parameswara. He is the original founder of Melaka. Parameswara is a wise and a strong leader with great determination. From the story, I learned that Parameswara has transformed Melaka from a jungle into a well-known trade center in the whole world. What a great achievement! What a true leader! I was amazed by the fact that he was able to change Melaka into a prosperous trade center among the Arab, Chinese, and Indian traders. From this story, I learned that every individual must have great determination and courage in order to achieve dreams. I also realized that in order to be successful, one must be willing to take challenge and explore new things. Besides, when the story The Battle of Melaka, it has also taught me about culture. I noticed that this book has shown the unique illustration of the king and the society in the ancient era. I can see the traditional clothes of the people in the past. The people in the past, especially the men, wear tanja, shirts, pants, and samping made of kain songket. I learned that the traditional outfit of the Malays in the past were different according to the social class. The clothes were made by their own. Imagine that you are wearing clothes that you made by yourself. By looking at the picture in this book, I could imagine and dreaming myself about wearing a traditional Malay clothes and act like a Sultan of Melaka. What a wonderful feeling! The pictures in this book are also magnificent. I could imagine about the Malay man-made construction such as traditional palace during the olden era before the century. In addition, I learned that the soldiers of Melaka were great warriors. I found out that the soldiers of Melaka could not be defeated easily. They fought so hard to defend Melaka from the Portuguese. They sacrificed blood and sweat for Melaka for 14 days from the Portuguese despite outnumbered. Their fighting spirit are truly inspiring. From the story, I was inspired by the fighting spirit that was so powerful. I realized that every person must build inner strength in order to overcome challenge in life. I also realized that we must believe in ourselves with our own capabilities and talent. Another interesting element in this book that I discovered was about the impact of the history of Melaka to our beloved country, Malaysia. I noticed that the traders from Arab, India, Chinese have already came to Melaka in ancient era. I found that this had created Malaysian society into multi-races. From the story, I realized that the harmony relationship as well as unity among the society in the past has developed our nation nowadays. Overall, I was touched by the great qualities of the characters as well as the people who exist in the story The Battle of Melaka. I was also inspired by the leadership and life values that I could learn from this story. That's all. Thank you.